Hello and welcome to Patents TV. I'm your host, Jeff Bond. This is episode 41 of our series. And today we have a special guest from the Indiana Online Academy. Her name is Kim Hendrick. And I'm going to let Kim actually walk us through some social media things that have really been incorporated in the school systems and just basic general use by everyone. So Kim, we're going to talk about Google Docs, and I know you've got a PowerPoint presentation. Could you tell us a little bit about Google Docs and what that really involves?
Sure.
I mean, some people may not know.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Google Docs is a tool that I use every day. It's a way for you to collaborate, and it incorporates your calendar, your Gmail. A lot of schools are using Chromebooks, so Google's really become the platform for Google Apps for Education. There's lots of plugins, things like that. So today I'm really going to focus on some of the Google add-ons that were just added in March and try to show some of the ways that we can use those.
Great, great.
So I'll go ahead and get started. Again, thanks for having me. Again, my name is Kim Hendrick, and I'm the e-learning and marketing specialist at the Indiana Online Academy here at the Central Indiana Educational Service Center. I'd love to connect with you on Twitter, so my Twitter handle is on the screen. It's at Evolve with Kim, so I'd love to connect with you via that way. Again, this is just kind of a graphic to show all the different ways that Google can be used. Again, there's docs, there's spreadsheets, basically like taking Microsoft Office and putting it on the cloud on Google. The different add-ons, again, that were added just in March, I wanted to showcase for you. And instead of going live, I thought I would just show it via PowerPoint so we can stay on track here. So when you go to Google, you'll actually have to have a document open or a spreadsheet. And you would just go along the top menu bar, and you would click on the add-ons. Then you will see a drop-down. These are all the ones that I have added to my Google Docs, but you would just click on Get Add-ons. And when you do that, you will see multiple ways that you can connect with these add-ons. When you hover over the top of it, it will actually tell you what it is. And so you can add these different add-ons. I would definitely look at the terms of service to make sure that it's appropriate for the students in your class. And then some of these add-ons you actually have to get like an extra account, so you really need to think through that. But you can see here there's just a wealth of different types of tools that you can use, and I wanted to highlight just a few of the favorite ones that I've used. The first one is something called Uber Conference, and this is a way that when you are connecting with other educators or with other professionals, you can connect on your Google Documents, you can connect live, but then you can actually set up a conference call. So you can basically, it'll give you the call-in number and a PIN, and then you can actually send that out. So you can invite people to come to join your conference call. You can record the meeting, you can lock it so that no one else can join, and then you can hang up. And the great thing about it is whoever is the person who is setting up the conference can upload all of their information on all their social media. So it can link to their LinkedIn account, it can link to their Google Plus account, it can show their Twitter. So it's, again, a great way to tie in that social media into Google. Then when you go to the user interface on the web, it will give you a conference summary. So it will show everyone who was involved in that conference, and it will time it for you so you can archive it and have information on that. You can also actually set up and schedule your own conference calls through this as well, so that you can send out invites for people to connect on Google Docs. Because a lot of people would use Google Hangouts, but sometimes people don't have a Google account, so this is a great way for you to use that.
Is there a charge for that?
No, it's free.
Yeah.
All of these are free. The next one I wanted to talk about is called Kaizena. And this is a way for teachers to give functional feedback to students, or for students to give feedback to each other. So as they're working on a Google document, they can actually open this plugin, and let's say, for example, that they're talking about the SAMR model. That's one of the things we talk about in our Technology Leadership Certification program. And so if I wanted to give some feedback on that, you can see here on the screen I can give audio feedback, I can give text feedback, or I can actually give the person another link to more information. So you can see here that I would open that, and it would tell the person exactly what I've given the information on. Then you just select who you want to send it to. So whoever's collaborating on this document, you would say who you're going to send it to. And then when that person opens the document, they would go into their comment section, and they would see that they have feedback from that person. And then you can see here that now as a user, I get that feedback. So I can listen to the audio feedback, I can see what they said about it, and I can look at the other links. So it's just a really great way for you to give feedback just in a free and easy way. The next one I wanted to highlight is called the Twitter Curator. And this is a great way for you to take tweets that are out there and to put them into a document. So when you open this add-on, you just put a hashtag in. So this is the hashtag that we use for our program, CISC-TLC. And so down the side, you'll see all the different tweets that pop up. So if there's one that I want to put into my document, I just click on it and it adds it to the document. And you'll see here that it actually adds it as a, like a JPEG, but it also still has a live link. So you'll see here that this is highlighted. So if I click on that link within the Google document, it will take me out to the blog that's referenced there. So it's just a really great way for you to archive and curate some of those tweets that you might want to send to other people. The next one that I wanted to showcase is called EasyBib. And we know that as more students are out online, they're not quite sure how to always cite their sources. Even adults, I feel that we don't do a very good job of this. So I wanted to highlight this one because I think it's really important that students and adults really cite their sources. So this makes it really easy to do. You could actually cite a book, a journal article, or a website. And so, like, for example, I typed in the Connected Educator, that's one of the books we use. It pulls it up. I can just click on what type I want to put this in, if it's APA, MLA, or Chicago style. Click on add bibliography to doc, and boom, it adds it into a reference section.
That makes it really easy.
It makes it really, really easy.
And it's still important to have that documentation whenever you're
absolutely. And as kids go on to college and things like that, they're going to have to cite their sources. So this makes it really easy to follow those guidelines. This last one really is more for younger students, and I think this is a great way. You know, a lot of times kids will go online and they'll just take a screen capture of something online, or they'll save a source that they may not have the copyright. There could be copyright laws that are being broken. So this ClipArt allows students to go in and find ClipArt that they can use for free. It's all open source, so we don't have to worry about them using it. Breaking the law by just taking things that they might not have the ability to use. So this just this is an example of the open ClipArt. You open up that add-on and basically you just select it. It adds it to your document. You can do a text wrap around it, so it's just like any other program. But there's I think like 50,000 different ClipArt sources that you can use, but they're very elementary kind of look.
They look pretty generic.
Yeah, pretty generic. So again, just read those terms of service. Make sure that it's appropriate for your students to use before you go into that. And that's one advice I would give, is to make sure that you are that you try it out yourself first before you use it as an educator, just to make sure it makes sense. And that's really all I wanted to share today. I want to make sure that you can follow us on Twitter. The Indiana Online Academy, we have our Twitter handle, which is @InOnlineAcademy. Again, mine is Evolve with Kim, and we also have CISC tweets, and I know everyone follows your Patents project as well. And then we also have a Google community called CISC Connect, where we post a lot of these type of resources for teachers. Again, it's free. So if you want to find us on Google+, you can go to CISC Connect and connect with us in that way. So again, thank you for having me, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your sharing a lot of information that sometimes people just don't understand the add-ons and those kinds of things. So we've used Google, we've used a variety of things, but it really makes it nice to have in a nutshell those kinds of things that are available.
And they're adding resources every day. It seems like they add something new every single day. So
and it's worth checking. So
worth checking out.
Great. Well, thank you. We just had our technology fair last month, and we've got a little episode or an excerpt of what the vendors presented and some of the folks that were there. So let's take a look at that, please. Hello, this is Jeff Bond with Patents Live TV, and I'm here at our 2014 Tech Expo. We're going to walk around a little bit and see some of the vendors that we have here. We have over 40 vendors. This is our 14th year, and it's always been well represented. It's for anyone really in the state of Indiana and even outside of the state of Indiana to come and participate free of charge. Currently we have 40 vendors that are here showing their technology and expertise in their particular field. We'll have breakout sessions, and during the day then the participants can come and see what the vendors actually have. So come with me and we'll take a look at some of those vendors.
Dave Weiss from Lightspeed Technologies. I'm here demonstrating classroom audio solutions.
Hi everybody, my name is Glenn Dobbs. I am the president of proxtalker.com.
I'm John McPeters with TextHelp, and what we do is we really make computers accessible for students.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ray Hype, and I'm from Westminster Technologies over in Ohio. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about the Ask Now robot.
I'm Zach Bender from Don Johnston Incorporated. It's great to be here today. We've been demoing First Author.
Hi, I'm Ed Vitu with EM Vitu Incorporated.
I thought it was great this year. I've attended before, and I've enjoyed looking at all the vendors and some of the new projects that they brought. Gave us a lot of information, and the workshops have been really good.
I enjoyed seeing the products that are out, that are new, that are changing, and I enjoy the lectures and the presentations because it also gives me the ability to teach my students in a better, more challenging way.
I loved it. It's a really nice opportunity to come and meet with some of the vendors that we work with in our school districts, and you get to see them a couple times throughout the school year, but it's nice to have a chance to be able to sit and really talk with them and troubleshoot some of the problems that you have and get solutions to things that'll work with your kids.
Tech Expo has been great. I've been to several of them. This has been one of the best ones. I've really enjoyed it. Every session has been meaningful and purposeful, and I'm going to bring something back to a lot of people. Got some curriculum ideas that we're going to take back, as well as some technology that I think we're going to be able to use.
It's 10:30, so we're ready for our second set of winners. Jordan Hoffer.
Well, thank you for joining us at this 2014 Tech Expo presented by the Patents Project. I'm your host, Jeff Bond, and thank you for coming. All right, well that was just a little snippet of the Tech Expo that Patents had here this past April 2014. We actually have about 27 minutes of a video that we're going to post online. It'll be at our Patents website, patentsproject.com. You can take a look there and check us out. It gives you a good overview of what was presented by some of the vendors and some feedback from folks that enjoyed the day. We have a vendor coming for our third Tuesday of the month. That's our vendor day, and our vendor for that particular day is going to be Ed Vitu, and he is with EM Vitu Incorporated. And Ed has products for individuals that have a visual impairment, and he'll demonstrate some of the software and some equipment that he handles at his company. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off, and hope to see you at our next Patents Live TV.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome.